Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Trans and the Unfriendly Friday. Today I have with me Queen Marci. We're going to be talking about a lot of really awesome things. How you doing today, Marci?
Pretty good. I just had my first estradiol injection.
Oh my gosh, that's right. I get to talk to you on your first day of injections. This is amazing. How do you
Yeah, right
feel? How
after.
was it?
Oh, I feel great. I was super anxious sitting in the lobby, and there was a guy sitting next to me who I think had served in like Iraq, and he was telling me about how much it sucks that the Taliban is back. And then he was telling me about how like his family is like not doing okay. And then he like the whole reason the conversation started is that he noticed how I was shaking my leg like sitting
Hmm.
there because I was anxious, and he was like, "Hey, I do that too." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And then he told me his entire life story, and I felt really bad for the guy. But then like the receptionist came and was like, "Sir, you're making people uncomfortable. Please leave." And I was like, "I wasn't uncomfortable. I was fine."
Maybe
But I
she
guess
saw
there were
your
other
like
people in the lobby.
tapping leg or whatever and thought that you were
Maybe,
uncomfortable. Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, I guess garden variety anxiety is pretty easily mistakable for other stuff.
That's true. That's very true. Well, yeah, so thank you so much for coming on and talking to me today. It's a pleasure to have
Of
you.
course, thanks for having me. I don't know how much behind the scenes you're okay with being leaked, but Aaron's tried to get me to do this like 5 times, and every time I am like the worst at making commitments. It's literally not your fault. It's I every time somebody wants me to be on something, I have to be asked like 5 fucking times on 5 separate occasions, and like every time something comes up, something comes up, something comes up, something comes up. But we're good now. I'm here. This was the.
I had to literally pull out my Glock so Marcy would be here with us today. I had to
It's
threaten
true.
her
It's true.
physically
Aaron
with
would have shot me
violence.
otherwise.
Well, good. It's glad to finally have you here. So if you wouldn't mind, let's go ahead and just get started. Let's talk about your experience being trans. I know that, we talked a little bit earlier about, starting injections and stuff, but I know that, you've had a little bit of an interesting history with HRT. So if you wouldn't mind.
Well, I came out as trans in like 20 early 2020 when I was 19 years old. I didn't have any intention of doing HRT originally. I wanted to just socially transition because I am really scared of like medicine. It's gotten better lately. It's gotten better since I've been on, ironically, like an anti-anxiety medicine. But yeah, exactly. That I mean that took some doing, but I did eventually, like a year into my transition, I went on HRT. And I always hear these stories about people transitions where like they start and they take hormones and they don't come out and they boy mode for like a couple of months. I never did that. I didn't I was never a boy moder. So I hear that and I'm like, huh, okay, that's just super outside of my experience. For me, it was the opposite. For me, it was girl moding when I didn't have girl hormones.
Yeah.
Uh, but I mean, it was honestly like it was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that bad at the beginning of my transition. That all came later. But
Yeah.
I did eventually start HRT, and I went on pills. And at the time, I was working at a co-op where I live, and I started being really bitchy to my coworkers. And I was like, "Why am I being a bitch? Like, I literally have no reason to be mean. These people have done nothing to me." And then I went off pills and went on patches, and immediately the bitchiness stopped because my mood swings stopped. Uh, they don't tell you when you start pills that they make you basically have a mini period every day. Like you have a divot in your estrogen in the middle of, if you take it in the morning, then at like 3 o'clock, you just feel like shit and you have no reason why you should feel like shit. So I really didn't like pills. I was on pills for like 2 months and they put me on patches. I've never taken a blocker because, like I said, I'm scared of medicine. And the thing with blockers is that there's no good blocker. Um, Cyproterone acetate is a decent blocker, but they don't use that in the United States. There's no way to get it unless you go through other means, which I personally, you know how I am about crypto. I've never used Bitcoin before. I don't even want to touch it. I have no idea how to even get started. So that was off the table for me. So recently I was like, you know what? I'm not seeing the feminization that I want. And my labs were coming back with a little bit too high T and a little bit too low E. So I was like, you know what? I'm either going to have to pick a blocker or I'm going to have to go on injections. and I would rather just take one thing. So I'm on injections now, and it's great. I didn't even feel it go in today.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. That usually is my experience too, except if I'm doing it myself. If I'm doing it
I can't.
myself, I
I literally
definitely.
can't do it myself. I'm too squeamish. I have my doctor's office do it for me.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, you'll be going in and out, I guess, every week to get your
Yeah,
shots.
seriously. She was like, "I am excited to see you every Friday," and I was like, "Yeah, me too." She's super
Well,
kind. I like the
yeah,
person who does my shots.
maybe you'll make a new friend then.
Maybe. Or several. I don't know. I don't know if they'll have a
Yeah.
different MA every Friday. It's probably the same person though.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. I'm very excited to be talking to you today since you just started injections.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm
you get to see real time as my face transforms into a
That's right.
female
That's
face.
right. That's right. Exactly. It will start
Yeah.
happening after like 2 hours. You'll start to like feel your bones shift around in your face a little bit.
It's kind of like that movie American Werewolf in London. You like
Yeah.
feel yourself transform and like the boobs grow and it's like ah like
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
yeah,
Um,
good shit.
yeah. Well, I'm excited for you. I think you're gonna see that your experience is a lot better on injections. So I'm really happy for you. Um, very excited.
I'm excited too. And the thing with patches too is that like I don't know, patches are fine. Like they're definitely fine and if you're taking a blocker, they're arguably like one of the best methods, but the issue with patches is that they get so mangled by the end of the week that
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm getting estrogen anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I put a patch on my hip, like right where my pants sit,
Hmm.
then over the course of a week, and I shower every day too because I work out every day now. So
Yeah.
uh it's just like constantly water and clothes and water and clothes and water and clothes. And by the end of the week,
Yeah.
my patch is like wrinkled and pulling up and it's itchy
Barely
underneath
hanging
because there's
on.
water
Yeah.
in there. And it's like, this
Oof.
sucks. I hate it so much.
Goodness. I didn't realize patches were a one time a week thing. I thought they were like every day.
I think that in other countries, they have a once a day patch, but in America, they only have the week ones.
I think maybe the once a day might even be a little bit more effective.
Definitely. It would
Yeah.
definitely be more effective.
Yeah, I think so. I was on patches for to quit smoking. So I was on nicotine patches for a while. And yeah, I had the same experience. Even just switching it out every day, I would put my patch on in the morning and just have it on my arm or, my butt or whatever. And then, like, as the day went on, I would get sweaty. It would start peeling around the corners. It would start coming off and stuff, and it would get
Mhm.
really itchy. I'd have to like sit here and slap my arm instead of scratch it because I don't want to
I
like.
literally know exactly what you mean. I would sit here and go,
Yeah,
or like if it was on my
exactly,
hip, I'd just
exactly.
go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh,
hmm
but like, yeah, no, it was terrible. I still have every single one of those patches I put on my body. By the way, I saved every
Really?
single
Did
one
you
of them.
save them?
I did. I created a journal when I was quitting smoking, and I just like stapled them. I was fembrained before I even before I even thought about starting
For
estrogen. I think.
sure. I mean, me too. Me
Yeah.
too, definitely. But my partner, it's really funny actually. When I was wearing patches, every week I'd hear my partner from the shower go, "Marci, come get your estrogen out of the shower," because I would leave it there. Because I'm an idiot and I have like really severe ADHD, so I will literally like be holding something in a room and then put it down and forget completely where it is.
Oh my
I lose my phone a lot. But yeah, I just would forget my estrogen patches where I would put them in like the shampoo pouch and be like, okay, I'll come get these. I'll pick this up when I'm done showering and like washing my body and stuff, and then I'll just forget in the span of 2 seconds.
Oh my
I don't think I
gosh.
could ever make like a collection of something because I
Yeah.
would either forget where the collection was or forget to put things in the collection.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've spent so much time playing Pokemon that I just love collecting things.
See, I love collecting little animals.
Yeah.
So Pokemon did that to me, like little critters and creatures. I love
Hmm.
little critters and creatures and characters, but I outside of Pokemon, I don't know if I could collect and cats. Cats too. I could collect cats. It's hard to misplace a cat.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there was one time when I was like, I don't know, I think I was getting just like all the stuff ready for me to go out, like, my wallet and keys and all that good stuff. And I went to put my shoes on, and I put down the garage door opener to put my shoes on, And by the time I got my shoes on and I stood up, I had no idea where I put the garage door opener. I like ran all the way around the house. I tore everything up. I could not find it at all. I came back to where I put my shoes on, like just totally frustrated, ready to pull my hair out. And I looked down beside me and it was like laying under one of the stuffed animals on the floor. And I was like, oh my God.
Classic. I
Yeah.
the other day I was getting ready to leave and I was like, I need my phone because my phone, if you'll notice, has all my cards and shit in it.
Hmm.
Uh, so like I need my phone if I'm going to the store. So I was like, okay, where's my phone? Do you want to know where it was?
Hmm.
In my hand. I looked for 10 minutes.
Yeah. I I empathize with that. Yeah.
10 entire minutes. It was awesome. No, I that's just what my life is like though,
Yeah.
honestly.
Okay. Well, speaking of how your life is like, do you have any projects or fun things you're working on right now?
Quite a bit, actually. Yeah. So a lot of my stuff is very, very slow moving because I am in school right now. I have to write a script for school. I have to write like a screenplay, and I've never written a screenplay before. This is my first ever like screenwriting attempt. So it's probably going to be bad, but that's been taking up a lot of my time lately. Outside of that though, for like internet stuff. Right now, I'm working on an analog horror project that is coming along super, super well. It's almost done. I'm almost done with the first video, and I have a document where I'm like plotting how the next videos will go. Because I want to get that straight, like sorted out before I release the first one. Because I don't want to release the first one, realize I made some continuity error and change
Hmm.
something in the story, and then like have to completely rethink it.
Right.
But that is coming out pretty soon because it's a big editing job, but there's not a lot of writing that goes into that. And then I've got some video essays coming out. I have a YouTube channel, Queen Marci TV at YouTube. That's actually I think that's actually wrong. I think my Twitch and Twitter are Queen Marci TV, but my YouTube is just Queen Marci. It's actually really annoying. But I have a couple video essays in the writing stages, and then I have one that's in the editing stage right now. The Pathologic 2 video, starring Aaron Green TV as the main character, is extremely long. The document for that script is 56 pages right now, and I'm literally halfway through Act One of the plot summary, which is only going to be like half of the video. So it's probably going to be like 200 pages or something like that. So that one's going to come out closer to the end of the year. But I do have other stuff before that.
Nice. Very good.
Vash actually keeps messaging because he has lines in that, and he keeps messaging me being like, "Sorry, I forgot the deadline. Do you have a new one?" And I'm like, "Dude, you've asked me for two deadlines, and I literally am like allergic to setting deadlines for myself or anyone else. So I keep having to set these arbitrary dates.
Just like throw a dart at a calendar and be like, okay,
Literally, literally the most recent one, I was like, March 1st. I'm sure you'll get it done by March 1st.
Oh yeah. No, sure, whatever. It's enough
Yeah,
time.
I the first one I set it like a weekend in advance, and I was like, that was
Mhm.
probably a silly idea.
I
But
was
also,
really
I don't know. I've
excited.
never I've never managed a project before like this. So
Yeah.
like setting deadlines for people to get their voice lines in is super super like unheard of for me.
Yeah, I feel bad asking people to do stuff by a certain date, Like if I say
Me too.
I need this by Thursday, and then like Wednesday rolls around and I haven't heard it a head nor hair of them, I'm like, okay, well, hey, um, do you maybe think that you could um tell me how you're doing on the and then I get nervous and I stop messaging them.
Literally me too. Except for I don't even set the deadline, so I don't even have that step. I
Yeah.
literally am just like, yeah, get him in soon.
Yeah, whenever. No, I was really hyped to
Yeah,
do it. I was like on top of
yeah.
it,
You got
ready to
you
go.
got yours in like three different times. Literally, with you, it was like, okay, wait, have you recorded since playing the game
No,
or
no, I
watching the
haven't.
video? I guess. I don't
Yeah. I
remember.
mean, I
I've fallen so behind on this project that I don't even remember when like if you've sent me the voice lines yet.
yes, I have.
You have? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I will
So
find them.
I sent you a video that has Like I pulled up a notepad of the lines that I was reading, and so I just highlighted each line that I was reading as I'm reading it, so it's easier for you to go through.
Okay,
Um,
cool. I remember that. I do remember
yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. So I do have that.
So if
Perfect.
that voice is
I
good,
think I
then
have most of the voice lines. If anybody listening to this knows a Twitter user by the name of Lucy Sevs,
no. Mm-mm.
Lucisevs, if anybody here knows who that is, go harass her violently to send me voice lines. It's
Ah,
I'm kidding. Don't harass anyone. It's just like it's her and like two other people that I just haven't asked again yet.
Miss
I'm
Lucy,
putting it
what are
off
you
because I
doing?
really don't want to do this project. I do. It's a passion project, but it's also like it's so daunting.
Yeah.
I know
I'll
once
just
it's done, I'm gonna be really happy with it, but it's really daunting.
yeah. Well, just baby steps, right?
Oh
Um,
yeah, for sure. That's kind of how I'm treating it. I'm
yeah,
treating it as the thing I work on between other stuff.
right. Yeah.
I
Well,
don't think
what
I could ever do like a Quentin reviews style like sit down and commit yourself to one bit for a year type thing. My ADHD is
yeah.
too bad for that.
Yeah, I don't yeah, I couldn't do that either. I can't possibly commit myself to one project at any time. Um,
No, it's not my style.
but
I wish it was. It's great for the algorithm. If
yeah,
you're
I
if you're
know, right? What?
yeah. I've been trying like search engine optimization lately. I got TubeBuddy to help me with search engine optimization.
Nice.
I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate having to put tag words in the title. It's so
Mm-hmm.
stupid. It's like, why can't I just make a title that's like funny or sounds good?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's really stupid. But
I
that's how
hate
you get the
YouTube.
views, right?
Yeah. I tell you what though, YouTube's garbage. It's just garbage. It's
Yeah.
it's terrible. The algorithm made animation unpopular, and then from that point on, it's just been a steady downhill decline.
Yeah. I really liked the animation that a couple of channels were doing, like the Odd Ones Out. Have you seen them?
I haven't.
They're really good. You should really check them out. They've got a lot of really funny videos. I think they would hit your humor in a
I
lot of
will for
ways.
sure. Do you know Egoraptor, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Egoraptor was like one of the first content creators I ever found, and I
Yeah.
think that like the number one, if I was to give you like a number one influence for my video essays, it'd be Sequelitis.
Yeah.
It's like Sequelitis and H Bomber Guy videos are like my two inspirations for my editing style.
I can see that a little bit. I can definitely get those vibes from a lot of the ways that you
Sequelitis is
edit.
so funny. I wish people still made video essays like that, but like I don't know. I feel like it's rare to be able to draw yourself convincingly and
Right?
also
Yeah.
edit and also write and I don't know.
Yeah, it's a huge project for somebody like him to take on. Like it must take up his entire life to do a sequelitis video, you know?
That's why he doesn't do them anymore.
Yeah, no
They
shit. Yeah.
yeah, he used to talk about that on Game Grumps actually. They took him like a year per
Yeah.
sequelitis,
Mm-hmm.
which it's insane too because they're like 30-minute videos at
Yeah.
the longest.
Yeah, it's
Meanwhile, for
incredible.
me, it's like I can crank out a 23-minute video in a week. That's what my Walton Files video was.
Right? I'm just like I'm lucky that there are a plethora of trans people that are willing to come on my show and talk to me um, and give me free content.
Oh, it's I think that your show does a lot of good by existing. I think having like a trans style like radio show style podcast is is
Yeah,
is really cool.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. It's just like little news updates and then interviews with people and stuff and just hang out.
Yeah, yeah. Is there any trans news in the media right now? I haven't seen anything in like a while.
Oh, yeah, so we could talk news. Is that what you want to do for our
Yeah, let's
third
talk
thing?
new. That's
Let's
that's
let's
always
talk
exciting.
news. Okay, so there was a thing that came out today. South Dakota bans transgender women from competing in female sports.
Literally, who cares? Like, okay, so the whole
Literally,
women's
who cares about
sports
South Dakota?
the whole women's sports issue, right? I have
Yeah,
been thinking about this a lot. Nobody actually gives a shit about that. It's a proxy issue. And I just wish that conservatives could say what they mean. That's my issue with them. Democrats, love them or hate them, they say what they mean.
yeah,
Like a lot of I mean, unless you're Joe Manchin or like one of these incredibly disingenuous like ghouls or whatever. But if like, Joe Biden, he'll be like, we got to get our infrastructure back, Jack. And it's like, true, so true. You said
So true,
exactly
King.
what the bill was meant to do. But with like trans sports bills, they exist so that biological sex can be like legitimized as the thing that we base people's gender identity off of. Like that's why these bills exist. They
Yeah,
don't exist for women's sports. No conservative gives a shit about women's sports.
yeah.
They exist so
They
that they
don't
can
even
set a
watch
precedent
it.
to discriminate against trans people in other ways.
Have you seen the ratings for the WNBA?
I haven't.
Conservatives don't watch women's sports. It just
Well,
doesn't
duh, they don't
happen.
watch women. I remember a time when conservatives thought trans people were like a vomit punchline, and
Hmm.
then when they were asked about women's sports, they'd be like, huh, "Why would I want to watch a bunch of weak women do sports?" So it's like,
Yeah,
really, shouldn't you be hoping that all women in sports are trans women so that you get a more exciting? I mean, if that's if your logic is that men are stronger than women and that trans women are men, then shouldn't you want us to? No, I.
I really haven't
It's
seen
bullshit.
anyone like recently make that comparison. Like I don't remember anyone in recent history like hearkening back to the days of like conservatives pissing on women's sports just because it's women playing, you know? Like
Used to
but
make
that's
me so
happened.
mad.
Yeah.
I remember when South Park would make jokes about the WNBA.
Yeah.
And now they're making jokes about how we need to keep the WNBA. And
Yeah, right?
it's like you just changed your mind because there was a group you hate more than women.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It was oh well, we hate these people more, so let's just, it's
In
just
my
but
state, in Idaho, they introduced a trans sports bill at the same time as they introduced a trans people can't switch their gender marker on their birth certificate bill. And the reason these two bills were introduced simultaneously is because one of them sets a precedent for who is and isn't considered a biological woman, and the other one like solidifies that. So the ACLU took my state to task on that, and those bills actually haven't passed yet. So I can still theoretically go change my gender marker. So I should actually get on that before my state cracks down.
yeah, do it.
Yeah, I
If
gotta
you
get
need
out of
help,
here.
if you need help, Ashley can help you.
Oh right. Ashley's good with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know your viewers already know, but Ashley Jubilee, go hit up Ashley Jubilee for all your
Yeah, at
trans
turf
resources.
posting. Yeah.
Thinking about transitioning? I've got a list of Twitter names for you to contact.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. No, but Ashley's awesome. I'm really happy to be working with her on the TRCP that we're doing. I think that's going to be like my big project that takes multiple years for me to get done.
I know I'm the interviewee, but will you tell us a little bit about that, please? Because I'm actually really interested in that. I found your housing GoFundMe for that
Mhm.
the other day, and I'm broke, but I will share it on stream today because that is a
Oh, thank
super,
you.
super important project. Yeah, I know your viewers already know about it, but talk about it for a sec because I don't know everything about it.
Sure. Well, the TRCP, it stands for Trans Resource Curation Project. Our goal is to just collect a huge resource of all of the different types of information that you might need to know to like start learning about transitioning, what it'll take to transition, while you're transitioning, what you need to know as you go through the process, how you more easily I guess transition, for lack of a better word. I hate to, continue to use the same word over and over, but
Yeah,
um,
they partner with Chloe's business too, right? For showing people, I mean, where they can get HRT, describing to
right.
people what safe doses are, what safe levels are, um,
Yeah,
how to get safe HRT if you're not in a state with informed consent like I am.
that's right.
Uh, yeah, I think that's all really cool. I unironically, I really respect what you guys are doing.
Yeah, it's a really big. It's meant to be like a comprehensive place where you can go to just find everything that you need. If you need
I
help
wish I
with
had had that
fashion or
when I came out because that like
exactly, yeah,
I had I had like I don't because again I came out in 2019, so like things were still like pretty similar to how they are today, but there really wasn't like something like the TCRP. There were a couple pages where you could go and learn a little bit about trans care, but like most of the info I could find was A, contradictory to other info I could
mm,
find, and B, like very, very unsourced, you know?
yep, yep,
It was
very
mostly
true.
blogs and journals and personal entries, but like I literally I keep saying it, but I can't overstate how cool it is that you guys are doing that. That's so awesome.
Well, another thing that I'm going to try to focus on is when I'm getting information for some of the resources, like for fashion and makeup and stuff like that, I'm specifically talking to trans people for information about this because there's like a different perspective on makeup and fashion and stuff like that that trans people can offer to other trans people that you might not necessarily get from cis people. Um,
There's a lot of trans people who specialize in stuff too. There's a lot of trans people who like specialize in building wardrobes for trans people
mhm.
or trans makeup, how to hide beard shadow, which I wish I had the patience to do that with makeup, but
Yeah, no, I definitely that's my goal is to get in touch with a lot of those people. I'm also playing to the strengths of some people that I already know, that I know are skilled in certain areas. Like I'm asking, for example, Sorvia for help with fashion and makeup and stuff. And Emerin or Aphrodito, are you familiar with her?
yeah, I love her.
Yeah, she's taught me a lot about makeup, so I'm getting a lot of her opinions and stuff as far as that goes too. So,
Well,
um,
listen, if you ever need information about hair removal, I got you. I,
yeah,
I have looked into that shit so much because for a really long time, I wasn't sure what method I wanted to try.
uh-huh,
Uh, Electrolysis for the win. I, it's people will tell me about how expensive electrolysis in other places, and it's like insane because here I've got like an old retired lady who charges $70 a week for
oh,
electrolysis, and that's insane. Like already, that's more than I'm usually capable of paying. But
yeah,
like people tell me it's like $300 an hour, and it's like, are you kidding? I get $70 for 60 minutes.
yeah.
Like, also a lot of electrolysis places they use the single point needle, which like, do you know anything about electrolysis? Have you had it
No,
or?
I did
Yeah,
laser. I'm doing laser.
laser is a lot less painful. Yeah, but here where I live, laser is way more expensive than electrolysis.
Mm.
Otherwise, I would have gone with laser probably too. But with electrolysis, some people they'll use like a single point needle, which is like a little pen, uh, and they put the little tiny needle into your hair follicle and they zap it out so that a little chemical reaction happens in the hair and it like destroys the follicle and it never grows back. Um, they usually get about 70% of the hairs. My lady though has like this cool ass machine with 16 needles on like
What?
wire threads,
Oh my
and
God.
yeah, so she can hit 16 hairs at a time,
Gee!
which is cool, but also oh, it hurts a lot.
Yeah. Oh my
But with
gosh.
electrolysis, if you're thinking about getting it, don't not do it because of the pain. Because the thing with electrolysis pain is the needle going in doesn't hurt because it's a little tiny needle, like really, really
Yeah.
small, like the smallest possible, and it goes into a hair follicle. So it's already like it's not like they're piercing your skin really.
Right.
Um, but the issue is the electric current that comes after. That can hurt, but it's not like a. It doesn't feel like a zap. It feels like a slow warmth growing in your face that then turns into like a wasp sting kind of feeling, and then it goes away. It levels off as your nerve ending gets tired of sending pain signals. So if they turn the current way up, that happens faster. So you get like more pain for a shorter time.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, which I recommend. I recommend going as high as you're comfortable going with
Okay.
electrolysis because they'll get it done faster and it'll hurt
Mhm.
less in the long run, more in the immediate sense. I don't know if you can still see it. I have like there was like some redness down here where they got
Mhm.
the other day, but it's been 4 days and it's basically gone.
Yeah. No, I mean like
It's
laser
the
has
shit. I
been like
literally can't plug. I can't plug it enough. It's so like it's like the dysphoria buster. I'm sure laser's the same way, but like once you're done with a
yeah,
session and you go home and see your face without beard shadow, it's like nice. I
it is
love
really
this.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think laser actually takes laser's a little bit less reliable as far as getting like lighter hairs and stuff. If you have darker hairs or like red hairs or something like that, you're probably a good candidate for laser. But if you have like a really light haired face or anything like that, then yeah, electrolysis is the way you want to go.
Laser's really good. I think I'm gonna get laser on my body
Hmm.
eventually because laser is really good for like dark hair, light skin.
Yeah,
That's the yeah. So
yeah,
if you're for people of color, laser's like not an option.
yeah.
That's like a thing. People of color don't get laser unless they're
That's
like
right.
really, really light skinned. Um, I would love to get laser on my body. I tried waxing my legs the other day.
Hmm.
I'm never doing that shit again. It hurts so much.
Yeah. No, it's painful. Um,
People were like, it's not that bad. Like my partner was like, it's like a 3 out of 10. It's not. It's not a 3. It's an 8. It's terrible. I literally screamed like a banshee.
oh my gosh.
I'm lucky I didn't go to a place to get it done. They would have sedated me. I
I'm
just did it
usually
at
pretty good
home and it was like, what was
about
that?
stuff. I'm usually pretty good about stuff like that. About like
I've heard that if you go to a place it's less painful because they use like a cold compress or something and like
yeah.
it's calm and whatever and they know what they're doing more than I know what I'm doing.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I don't know. For me, I guess I got a little bit lucky, a little bit unlucky, because like my face and my like chest here were like really dark brown. Um, so they were really good candidates for laser. But like, I haven't shaved this in like a month or two, and it's like you can't see any hair here. It's just all really light, and like I could not get laser there at all.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get hair removal on my arms because look
Yeah.
at that. That's like I
Yeah.
never shaved. I literally haven't shaved my arms in like half a year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like for a lot of trans women, the arm hair issue isn't really that bad unless
Yeah.
you're like super hairy, in which case I get that.
If
I
it's
don't
really
really shave my
dark,
arms
yeah.
anymore though because it like I don't even know how to put this. Like when I wear long sleeves and my arms are shaved, it feels like garbage.
Yeah, it does.
And I like me some long sleeves, so that's an issue.
I feel you. I feel you 100%. The only time I
Hmm.
like my arm shaved is if I'm like getting into like a silk sheets or something like that, and I just
Yeah. Or if I'm like, I'll shave. You know what? I'll shave my arms if it's the summer and I'm about to go to an event where I have to wear like a sundress or something.
sure.
Um, but at that level, it's just because like that's just a personal thing. Like I don't think anybody would actually like be weirded out if I had slightly hairy arms in a sundress. But it's for
No.
me, you know.
Hmm.
It's one of those things I only do for me, and I only need it like maybe once a year.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Um,
But like the face is the biggest issue for a lot of people because you
hmm.
can't wax the face comfortably,
Yep.
and electrolysis and hair laser are like really expensive. And every trans woman I've ever known who grows facial hair, like they go through a period where they shave every single day, and then
Hmm.
they realize that that's really bad for your skin. That happened to me. It was a
Yeah.
nightmare.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, this is like 2 years ago, but I had a blood stash for like a
Oh,
month.
goodness. I'm
It's
sorry.
terrible.
Yeah, that's actually another good idea. I'm gonna maybe include something about shaving and hair removal and stuff like that in the first guide. So,
I can give you a guide to the best shave. Uh,
okay.
I learned from some trans beauty influencer person who I don't remember the name of, but
Hmm.
it's what I do when I shave, and it works like really well.
Yeah, send me that. And anything else you might have. Um,
Okay, cool. I know the best razor. I know the best like routine to shave because yeah, my long and sordid history with trying to get rid of my facial hair should go to some good use somewhere.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. Let's help a bunch of people out with it. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Um,
Don't shave every day. Don't ever shave every day.
yeah,
That's the number one.
right.
You know those like clickbait things that are like the number one mistake. For me, it's like the number one mistake trans women make: shaving every day. That and wearing foundation. Don't wear foundation. It sucks for your skin.
Oh God, yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but I can't do makeup. I'm so bad at it. Like, it makes me look so
I'll
bad.
do I'll do mascara if I'm like going somewhere.
Hmm.
And I used to do my eyebrows, but not really anymore because they've grown out a little bit. But like yeah, I've never worn foundation because it's not good for your skin, and it feels really icky on my face whenever I put it on.
Does, doesn't it? Like, especially
Hmm.
liquid foundation. Like, it just feels like I've got like this whole, like I've got a weight on my face that's like carrying me
I
down
know,
or
and
something.
I'm not even autistic. I've talked to autistic people who try wearing foundation, and apparently for them it's like way worse.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like, what is the? I know a lot of trans people. I think there's like, I don't know what the statistic is. I think it's like if you're trans, you're more likely to be autistic, or is it if you're autistic, you're more likely to be trans?
I really don't know. I
There's
didn't look
some
into it.
correlative data, but yeah, face makeup really not good for people with like sensory issues.
Yeah.
Super not good for people who like feeling like they have a clean face.
Yeah.
I tried. That's the other thing. Eyeliner. I tried doing eyeliner for a while. I suck at it. I suck so much at it. Aaron, have you ever tried to do eyeliner?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've tried.
Have you spent an hour trying to get your wings even before giving up and taking them off?
Yeah, I sure have. Yeah.
That's the universal experience.
Oh yeah.
That's something cis women do too, though. I talk to so
Hmm.
many people. Eyeliner is like, I think eyeliner was invented by big fashion to make you feel worse about yourself.
If I could like get magnetic eyeliner, like you could get magnetic lashes, I would so do that. I would just like slap that shit
Yeah.
on every day. It's fucking
Or like little like eyeliner temporary tattoos that you like put on your
yeah,
eyes and
right?
just close. Yeah, that would be fun.
Be so cool. Oh my
Maybe you should
gosh.
invent that, Aaron. That'd be fun.
Yeah, just slap on eyeliner. That's what we should do.
Distribute them to the trans commune.
Yeah, see how let's have them take a look and see if it works, right? That's the
Hmm.
idea.
You in the audience think I'm drinking coffee. Do you know what I'm actually drinking?
What's that?
I'm drinking a glass of soy milk with some vanilla extract in it. My
Oh,
morning beverage.
some morning milk, eh? That's cute, actually.
I like soy milk. People are like, don't drink soy milk. It'll give you boobs. I'm like, no, it won't, but I'll drink it anyway.
Um, do you have any experience with pea milk?
Pea milk?
Mhm. No, it's
Pea,
not
like,
urine milk. No.
yes, okay. All right. For a second, I was like, is this a bit?
No.
Classic. No, okay. No, I've never had pea milk. I've had pea protein in a lot of stuff, but
It's
not pea
okay.
milk.
It's really good. You should try it. Especially if you
I
like
will try it.
do you like hot tea?
I do. I love hot tea.
Yeah, try a splash of pea milk in your hot tea. I
Okay,
think it's a
cool. I'll
little
give
bit
that a
better than
shot.
like cow's milk or even almond milk sometimes.
I usually I just put soy milk in everything, but I'll try pea milk. That sounds good. I tried cashew milk once and I didn't like it. It was too similar to cow's
Yeah,
milk.
yeah. Um, pea milk is great because you get a little bit of that, a little bit of the thinness that you get from like,
Like almond milk.
yeah, like almond milk. But it's, oh, just the taste is really, really nice. The way that it
Hate
coats your
almond
tongue and
milk.
stuff.
That's my least favorite one.
Yeah, I don't like almond milk either.
I know that people are like, it's bad for the environment, blah 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 blah. I don't care about that. I just care that it tastes like water. That's my issue.
It's like
That's
just drink water. What are you doing? Gosh.
literally with soy milk. It's like I think personally, I think soy milk is like a million times better than cow's milk. I think
Yeah.
people who drink cow's milk should consider switching to soy because it tastes good by itself with no sugar. Like that's the thing. If you drink cow's milk, it with like no added anything, it's like, it's neutral. If you drink soy milk with no added anything, there's like a natural sweetness to it. It's
Hmm.
the shit.
Okay. Maybe I'll get soy milk next time because I don't know about you, but like we've gone to the grocery the last couple times, and every time we go to the grocery, we have to pick up a thing of milk. So right now I've got 4 expired cartons of milk sitting in my fridge because I haven't taken.
Soy milk, it doesn't expire. It literally doesn't.
What?
If you, well, it does if you like leave it open on the
Yeah,
counter or
sure.
whatever. But like, it'll expire in your fridge in like a month, I think. Like soy milk takes a really long time to go
Good
bad.
Lord. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you've switched me. I'm getting soy milk next time.
Cool, cool. If you hate the taste, a lot of people don't like the. Actually, I don't know what people don't like about soy milk. I literally don't know because people will just be like, "It's not for me," and I'll be like, "Is it because of the myth about soy?" And like half the time the answer is yes, and the other half of the time it's just no reason.
Uh-huh, right. No reason. It's because you've looked into the
Yeah,
boob thing,
it's
right? And
because of
you've
the myth
heard,
about
yeah.
soy. Yeah.
Can I
Literally,
ask you?
I have found HRT resources that will tell you to drink soy milk to grow your. It's not true. It's literally not true. Like it's just not. It does nothing. It
The only plant estrogen that grows your boobs is the estrogen I inject after it's already in my body. Okay, that's it.
That is a plant estrogen.
Yeah, it's a plant estrogen because I'm tree gender.
Right. I forgot. Yeah, right. I forgot you were a tree. I see. When I think when you say plant estrogen, I'm pretty sure it's synthesized from plants. I'm not sure which. It might be clover. I don't know.
Well,
Uh, they
can I
used to get
ask
it
you
from horse
something?
piss. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you ever did you ever look at any of those like what was it called? It was like there was a guide uh, that was hovering around some internet communities.
Wait, wait. Are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Are you talking about? Um,
I can't remember the name of, or what they
can I
called
say
it.
it? Am I allowed to
Yeah.
say it?
Yeah.
Are you talking about how to achieve trap mode aesthetics?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. How to achieve trap mode aesthetics. Do extremely unhealthy weight cycling.
Yeah.
Drink soy milk, which will not work, but it's 4chan, so yeah.
Just do a bunch of
Literally just
squats.
disinformation.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, I like that kind of shit like I don't know. I like saw that shit when I was like really really young, like a lot younger than I am now. And I don't know. I just like had that in the back of my mind as like well, this seems kind of interesting. That's a weird feeling. I'll put that aside and not think of that for a while. Um but like I also found some other like that were actually helpful guides there. Like one of them was about shaving, and one of them like suggested this magic shave powder or something like that. Did you ever see that one?
So I've used the magic shave powder and it didn't do anything for me.
Really?
Yeah, literally it didn't do anything.
Huh. That's interesting. Because
It
I
was
tried it the
really
one time and it was
weird.
like it was really good, but then I like stopped buying it and then like stopped shaving and
Maybe I'll try it again. Maybe I'll try it again because when I tried it, it like didn't do anything for me. But I might have put it on too thin. I was kind of scared
yeah,
of it.
I feel that. Yeah.
I was kind of like, oh, is this like Nair? Like, am I gonna fucking burn myself
Yeah.
if I put this on?
Oh God, I tried Nair a couple times and like the smell. I'm sorry, I just can't.
Nah, don't worry about Nair. Just don't
Yeah,
even fuck
just
with
don't
it.
do
It's
Nair.
not.
Just
It's a
get
bad
yourself like a
product.
get an electric razor, just go over the hard stuff, just go over like the big bushy stuff with the electric one, and then take your razor and clean up after that. That's all you have to do. That's it. It's easy.
Mhm. Don't ever use an electric razor on your face
That's
because it
right.
won't get close enough. You'll be very
Yep.
dysphoric and it will still hurt.
Yep.
Um, do use a Gillette razor. I'm not sponsored by Gillette, but Gillette legitimately is the best a trend can get. They have very good sharp quality blades. Either that or Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club has really good razors too. Um, and then you use a sensitive skin shaving cream. You either do this in the shower, but some like shower mirrors, a lot of them will fog up. So you either get like a really good shower mirror, or before you get in the shower, you take a warm washcloth and you hold it on
Mm-hmm.
your face, and you just hold it. And then, I mean, you can do it as many times as you want. Get it hot with the water, hold it on your face. Get it hot with the water, hold it on your face. That'll kind of open your pores up
Yep.
and soften your hair up. I like to moisturize before doing any of this because it softens the hair, but you don't have to do that. And then you put on a layer, you like lather it really well, put on a layer of that shaving cream, and then go down and then rinse your face off with cold water because cold water helps heal the wounds or whatever. Do the warm water trick one more time if you want. This part's optional. This whole next part is optional. And then if you really want the closest shave, go over it again, but against the hair. And be really careful because this is when you'll hurt yourself if
Mm-hmm.
if if you're not doing it carefully. All right, but if you do this for like a year, you'll get so good that you maybe cut yourself like every couple weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's a learned process for sure.
Absolutely, it is.
Especially if you've been shaving as a cis guy, which shaving as a cis guy is more of a formality than anything because you don't really care about the beard shadow that appears right after. So
Yeah.
you just like you take off the big chunks, and who cares if you miss a little? But for a trans woman, if you miss a little, you will be staring at that for an entire week until you shave again. So
Yep.
yeah,
Exactly. Well, that's a good tip.
especially for me, if I miss one little spot on my face, I'm like in a coma. for days.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. No, I feel you. Like I'll miss like the little like I've even got some right here like up by my nose where the
Hmm.
little tiny ones because I didn't get it close
Yeah,
enough. And it's just like I can feel it. Like anytime that I'm like I don't know bored and I start touching my face or whatever, I feel the tiny hairs and yeah, sure enough.
let's turn this light on. That might help.
Okay. I really
There you
like your
go.
outfit today by the way. You're really cute.
Thank you. It's so this really isn't an outfit. This is a sweater. This is a cardigan because this room the
Oh.
heater doesn't work in it, so it's really cold in
Oh,
here.
goodness.
And these leggings are just like they're like they're bell bottom flower leggings that I got from a friend right before they moved. Uh, and they are like I don't know. I might wear these to like the gym, but I don't know if I would just like go out. I don't know because they're cute, but I feel like this flower pattern doesn't go with like anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it goes really well here. I like the way that the white and the stuff matches your white on your top, and then like the yellow and the flower kind of matches a little bit of the cardigan and stuff. I don't know.
I appreciate that. I honestly should hit up Sorbia for fashion tips because I dress not the best.
God, she fucking kills it all the time though. Like even on like some I follow her her other accounts and sometimes she'll post pictures on there that she doesn't want to post on main. And like even those pictures, she's just like fucking slaying it. I swear to God, she's like, I didn't want to post this on main because I thought I looked insecure or whatever. And then like I look at it and I'm just like blown away with like the image before me. I'm like, you are so
I
fucking
like
hot, Hattie.
I like don't have a good wardrobe. I have like a couple outfits that are pretty decent, but for the most part, I have like a lot of t-shirts and a lot of hoodies,
Yeah.
and that's basically it. So most of my days that I spend at home, I wear pajama pants or leggings
Hmm.
and a t-shirt that is usually like a t-shirt I got from being in a show when I was a teenager. Because I did a lot of theater and we always got shirts at the end. It was
Oh
very
yeah.
fun. And then I wear like the biggest sweater you've ever seen, and that's that's my outfit because I like to be comfy. You know,
Yeah, sure.
I'm a comfort lover.
I feel that. No, I'm right there with you. I also don't have much of a wardrobe. Most of the shirts and stuff that I have, I actually got from an ex-lover. That did not go well. But I got a whole bunch of. She worked at a screen printing company, and they would get all kinds of like this shirt was from that, and
Oh,
they would get all kinds of like all kinds of prints that just wouldn't come out right or whatever. There'd be like one thing wrong with it, or it was printed on the wrong color shirt or something like that. And so they just throw them in a bin. And if you wanted to take any of them home, you just grab them, you just take them home. That's it. So she had like
I love
all
that for
kinds
you.
of like random like t-shirts, graphics tees and stuff like that. And she was like, "Do you want any of this stuff?" This was before I transitioned. She was like, "Do you want any of
Right.
this?" Like, I mean, I don't. There's way too many t-shirts here, and so I went through and I picked out some of my favorites, and um, yeah, I just like offloaded like 20, 30 shirts from her. So that's my wardrobe.
If I worked for a screen printing place, I would purposefully fuck up some of the shirts so I could keep them, and I'd fuck them up in like really funny ways.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, you know what I'd do? I'd take corporate logos and change like one little thing about them
Mm-hmm. There
to
was
like gaslight people.
one of the
I like walk up to my friend and be like, "This is the Dairy Queen logo." I swear, no, it is, and like the colors are flipped. I'll be like, "No, this is the one they've always used."
they've always used just like Mandela effect
Are you
everybody.
crazy? Are you crazy? Are you being crazy with me?
You're gonna flip the Pepsi logos too.
Yeah, that one would be good.
But
Is this Joe Rogan rules? Can I smoke on here?
um what are you smoking?
Calming blend of chamomile, rose petals, and lavender.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Cool. I have a calming blend of herbs, which I smoke on stream
Nice.
to calm me.
That's very nice. You know,
Yeah,
unironically, that is actually something that I've done in the past. I had
I have to. I have to. I used to put chamomile in my
mhm.
volcano, and I would smoke some chamomile before bed, like every night. and it
Yeah.
actually really helped me get to sleep.
Yeah. No, it does. Um, I used to do, uh, well, I would sprinkle a little lavender in with my other herbs.
Yeah,
And
right, right. I used to do that. That was so nice.
yeah, it's very good.
I had friends who would do that. I my friend, his name was Dylan. He was the most like stereotypical like style gay, like fashion gay. Very
uh,
sweet, very very sweet guy. I love him very much with my whole heart. And he actually had like a bag of herbs that had lavender like pre-mixed in that he would like do
oh,
himself. Yeah,
that's smart. I
that was a
like
lot of
that.
fun.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I used to do that, and then I started paying attention to like, I moved to a legal state, and then I was able to like pick out the terpenes that I liked. And after that, I was just
Yeah.
like, no, I'm a terpene girl now. Fuck
Me
this.
too. I mean, that's how I am with the volcano. I always pick out
Yeah.
because I too live in a legal state. Um, and I, as a matter of fact, do go to a dispensary when I'm interested, and they are very kind. Dispensary workers are some of the kindest people I've ever met,
Yes.
actually. They
Hmm.
always, I don't know how they do it. They always hire the chillest people.
Yeah. And it's been my
Except for
experience consistently. Yeah.
every dispensary I go to, there's all chill people, and then there's one like douchebag guy who's still chill, like he's still chill to be around, but you can tell that like he's probably a douchebag outside of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they have to do affirmative action for douchebags these days.
Right, right.
So,
You have to get at least one like
yeah.
white guy douchebag with the
Right.
frosted tips
With the glasses
to
from PacSun and everything. Yeah. Exactly.
literally every single time the same exact the like fake big
Yep.
glasses. Yeah.
Every single time.
Pac
Um.
Sun. Oh, why would you talk about Pac Sun?
Oh, I have reasons. Okay.
I like okay. Here, speaking of your trans resource thing, trans people just don't go into PacSun. Just don't do
Yeah.
it.
Don't
It
do
will
it.
trigger the whole store will trigger you the
Yeah.
entire time. And you know what? It triggers cis people too because their shows are for their clothes, not their shows. Their clothes are for the tiniest people
Yeah.
on Earth. So yeah, don't go to PacSun. Don't go to Zoomies either. But with Zoomies, just don't go there because their clothes are shitty.
Yeah. Express is another one that you want to avoid for that same reason.
Basically all the designer stores are like that. Fucking do your clothes shopping at Ross Dress for Less. That's
Yeah,
the
for
best option I
real.
can possibly. Yeah, like
I got some of my favorite clothes from Ross Dress for Less. Like, okay, there's two things I want to talk about real quick. One, I got a pair of pajamas that are like camouflage, like army camouflage, but it's trans colors. It's literally like white, pink, and blue, and that's it. And I'm like, yes.
intentionally
I don't
or
know if it's intentional or not, but I found it and I was like, yoink,
yeah,
that's
that
mine
seems
now.
like that's a very you color.
Yeah, right? Like, And then,
Trans camouflage is like when I think of Aaron, I think of the woods and I think of trans people.
I'll do that. I'll do that one time. I'll put on my pajamas and come on Discord, and you can check out my outfit.
Yeah.
But and then the other
Anyway,
thing
what's
I
the
got
other
was
thing?
like a it's like a little I don't know, it's like a little jacket, but it's like this really dark forest green, and it's kind of like frayed at the edges on the bottom, and it just kind of like goes over. It's really thin. It's almost like crocheted almost, and oh, it's just so cute. I love it. It goes with everything, and it matches my aesthetic, and it matches my fucking purse. I love it so
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Most of my clothes that I like, I got from either Ross Dress for Less or Target.
Yeah.
And the thing with Target is, you go to Walmart and you look at their clothes and they're all shit and they all fall apart in like 2 weeks. You go to Target and it's similar, but the clothes look nice while they last.
That's
So
true. Yeah.
that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference between Target and Walmart.
Speaking of clothes, I did last year there was a little post going around on Twitter, or maybe it was Reddit. I can't remember, but there was a deal that American Eagle was doing on a lot of their active bottoms, and they usually go for like $55, $60 or whatever, and they were selling them all for $5 a piece. And so I hopped on and I purchased. Yeah, I was like, yeah, let me get two of these. I don't, you know what? They only had medium. They didn't have my size, so I got two in medium. Sure enough, yeah, they arrived. They are some of the best. Like, what I'll do is I'll put like So I'll put on my panties and I'll put on like a pair of like um soft short shorts. I have this pair of like it's like Adventure Time short shorts with Jake the dog on them. They're really cute and really
Oh,
comfy.
cute.
And
I
so
love
I
that.
I put them on and then I put on a pair of leggings and I'll put on these. And it's like because I'm wearing so much around my hips, the layers make it look like my hips are a lot wider than they are, and it's super comfy to go outside because of the extra layers and because of where I live in Colorado, it's super cold right now. Like anytime I go outside, that was the worst thing for me was having my legs be cold. But now, like I could go outside and play Pokemon Go for like 3 hours and be fine.
Does estrogen do the thing to you where you get colder easier?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, me too. Me
And that was
too.
already a problem for me before I started estrogen. So I'm not having a good time. My electric bill is so high. I
Yeah,
need
mine
yeah,
too.
yeah,
My electric bill's ridiculous because I turn the heat on and I just like don't like there's no good time to turn it off because I'm always cold.
yeah.
I
Well,
actually go through I have extreme temperatures. I either get really, really hot or really, really cold.
yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way. I know my partner has a problem with night sweats almost. Like getting
I
really,
do
really
too.
hot at night. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I do
so
too.
hard. Like we got a special bed just to like make sure that she would be a little bit less affected by that, I guess. We got one of those purple mattresses that's supposed to be really breathable.
Those are so nice. I
It's
want
so
one.
comfy. Yeah. I mean, hey, if you want
How
to come
much
hang
are
out.
those expensive?
Yeah, it was really expensive.
Ugh, okay,
Um,
because I know they have like a mattress store. My hometown is like probably 40% of the stores are mattress stores. It's
yeah.
like mostly churches and mattress stores. So I will go to the mattress stores and look at like the cool mattresses, and they're all so expensive. It's literally
Yeah.
like finance this mattress, like
Well,
pay
so
monthly payments for this bed.
I don't know. I don't know if we have really the best experience with this, but like, so we moved to Colorado right as COVID was coming. Like we got here February 2020, and we spent like a month in an Airbnb before moving to an apartment. And by the time we got on the apartment, like we moved in the same day Animal Crossing Switch came out, which I thought was really cute because we were
That is
moving,
cute.
and it's a game about moving to a new. But
Yeah, you were Animal Crossing the border into
yeah,
your new home.
right.
Yeah,
Exactly. So, yeah, that's
you
the
were
day
plant crossing though.
we decided to like start our relationship that day too. So, a whole
Oh,
lot of
that's
stuff happened.
cute.
But yeah, no, we got here and then like we needed a bed and everything was shut down. Like it was impossible to go anywhere. And so we ended up just ordering one of the beds from Purple. And so we got it and then, COVID happened and we were meant to start our jobs in March and they pushed us back because of COVID. So we had to use the money that we were going to spend on the bed for rent. And so we defaulted on the bed and I think that's in collections now. But oh well, that's fine.
I think I have like four creditors breathing down my neck right
Yeah,
now. Yeah.
there was
I feel
go
like once you reach 22, if you don't have at least four creditors breathing down your neck, you're doing something wrong in this country.
well, so Lux did everything right.
Is that your partner?
Yeah, that's my partner.
Okay.
She before we moved out, she had a credit score approaching like 800.
Jesus.
She had $10,000 saved up, and when we moved out here, just the impact that the move had and what COVID had done, we were at the end of our savings like the first month. And if it weren't for the fact that I came into another chunk of money from another unfortunate thing, that we probably wouldn't still be here. So,
hmm
it's just very
I had a
fortunate.
I also moved right at the beginning of quarantine, actually.
Oh, did you? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, we lived in Spokane, Washington, in a house,
Yeah.
and we paid a ridiculous amount of rent for this house, and we were like dying up there. Like we literally couldn't afford food because our rent was so high.
Yeah.
So we went to our landlord and we fibbed to him and told him that my partner's mother was sick, which she is, but she's not like very sick. So we got to leave. We got to default on our rent without any collections activity. And we went and we lived with a friend in Idaho for like a month, and then we finally found our own apartment where the rent was like manageable, and we've lived there since. And we've honestly, I love what we've done with the place. I think we've turned it into a home in the last like 3 years, but
Yeah.
uh, it definitely was like a nightmare to get into this place.
Yeah. Well, that's
Just
what
moving right at the start of the pandemic was terrible. We didn't have toilet paper. We literally had to like go to
yeah.
our friends to get toilet paper.
We got a new apartment and we couldn't find a single roll of toilet paper anywhere. It was so horrible. Oh my God.
We ended up just biting the bullet and spending like $15 on a bidet, so that we could go through toilet paper
Yeah,
slower.
right.
Yeah,
Oh gosh, we still really need to get a bidet.
they're only $15 on Amazon.
Really?
$15. Yeah, you
All
can
right.
get a bidet for less than the price of a movie ticket.
All right, send me the link to yours and I'll go get it.
I will. It's the shit. You just the installation process is horrible though.
Oh,
My partner
stop.
my partner cried trying to install it, so then I tried to install it and I also cried. It was a
No.
nightmare. It was really hard, but
Uh,
it's mostly right.
uh,
If you use the if you use the pussy wash function, it shoots like way too far forward. But if you use the butthole wash option, that works. That works.
all right, good deal. Well, I think that's a great note to end on, talking about butthole washes. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about here before we wrap up?
Well, before we finish this topic, though, I have to tell your audience, listen, if you want to feel the cleanest you've ever felt and use like a fraction of the toilet paper that you would otherwise, get a bidet. Literally get a bidet. They're so cheap and they change your life. And people will be like, no, I'm scared of water touching my butthole. Bitch, water touches your
What
butthole
are
all the
you, a
time. It's
cis
fine.
man?
Yeah, exactly. What are you gonna think that you turn gay if water touches your asshole? No, fuck off. Go get a bidet. Take care of yourself.
Very good. Well, that's good advice, Marcy. Thank you so much for sharing.
Of
Um,
course, I love that the first time you get me on your show, this is what we talk about.
hey, I love it. It's Friendly Friday, right? If you want to talk about washing your butthole, that's what you want to talk about. Yeah, for sure. Let's get you on here.
Oh yeah.
Well, all right. Thank you all so much for coming out to Friendly Friday. If you would go ahead and hit that description, check out Marcy's links down below. And of course, check out the Patreon and the GoFundMe and all that good stuff. Like this video, subscribe, all that good stuff too. Anything else, Marcy, before we wrap up?
I think that's it right now.
Good deal. Well, thank you all again. Take care and do your best to stay unique.